Welcome to Tradition Wonder Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and I want to thank you for joining me today. This is day 7 of Navaratri, and tonight, or today actually, because it's noon, today we're going to be honoring 2 of the Mahavidyas and 2 that it's traditional during Navaratri to honor at the same time, and that is Ma Dumavati and Ma Baglamukhi. Again, welcome and namaste. Please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. And I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So tomorrow, so that we can work with Shiva Mandir's victory celebration, we will also be honoring 2 different goddesses, again, noon tomorrow. We'll be honoring Matangi and Kamla, the last 2 Mahavidyas. However, namaste to Bryce. However, I'd like to do 2 separate pujas for these 2 deities. So I'll sign on at noon, do a puja and satsang for Ma Matangi. I'll sign off for about 15 minutes and then sign back on, and we'll do a puja and satsang to Matangi. For Kamla. So for Matangi, for our meditation, I'll be reciting the Devi Tantra Lokam, the tantric praise to the Divine Mother. For Kamla, in the second broadcast, I'll be reciting the Argalastotram. And then Monday is Victory Day at Shiva Sai Mandir. Please see the shivamandir.org website for more information on that. Festivities are starting around 6 p.m. And then for those who can't make Victory Day, or you'd like to do a second Victory Day celebration on Tuesday at 7 p.m., I'll be doing the same puja here at our temple for those same 10 great wisdom goddesses. So that's what we have ahead of us today through Tuesday. So again, welcome and namaste. And namaste to Jashkaran as well. Jai Mata Di. So let's go ahead with some information on both of these deities. And again, I'm going to read an excerpt from my upcoming book on the Mahavidya and working with those 10 energies. So we're going to begin with Dumavati, the divine widow. Dumavati is the divine mother in the form of a widow. Her name means the smoky one. Dumavati guards the southeast direction, the realm of the fire god Agni. According to the Shakti's Magama Tantra, Ma Dumavati rose from the flames burning the goddess Sati, Parvati's first incarnation, after she jumped into that fire during her father's, Daksha's, yagya ceremony. The Prana Tosini Tantra describes how Sati was once very hungry and requested Shiva to bring them food. When Shiva refused to do so, she ate him to satisfy her hunger. Shiva then asked for her to vomit him back out, but she refused to do so. Shiva became angry and cursed Sati, causing her to assume the form of a widow. Dumavati is therefore the only Mahavidya who has no consort. She is the Shakti without Shiva. Having consumed Lord Shiva, she is purged of the male element, or Purusha, in the universe. She is hence left with nothing but a horseless chariot that remains stationary. In Shakta, that is, goddess-centered Tantrism, Prakriti, the female principle, exists as the laws governing the workings of the universe, while Purusha, the male element, is both energy and matter under the influence of those laws. There are those who dislike Dumavati and view her simply as an ugly old widow who is inauspicious in nature. After all, many fear the process of aging, seeing it as the bridge to death. Though Dhumavati is sometimes associated with ill omens, her Sasranama, or thousand named hymn, talks about both her positive and negative aspects. She is also referred to as being a compassionate and a giver of boons, a wise teacher, and one who reveals the ultimate knowledge of the universe for those willing to set aside their fears, rather like with Bhairavi. Like Bhairavi, her intimidating form teaches the devotee to look beyond outward appearances and instead to look inward and ultimately to seek those inner truths which matter the most. Ma Dhumavati is also known to bestow siddhis, that is, yogic powers, upon her devotees, and she rescues those in need from their troubles. In the end, she grants them moksha, or salvation. Dhumavati is also worshipped by single persons seeking spouses, by tantric practitioners seeking empowerment, and also by renunciates willing to reject the material world. Dhumavati is depicted as a thin, elderly woman clothed in a simple white garment. White in many Eastern cultures is the color of mourning. Like the other wisdom goddesses already mentioned, her hair is unbound, indicating her Shakti power is still without limits, despite her being a widow. Some illustrations show her with light skin, others dark. She sits in her stationary carriage with no draft animals to pull it. Her face often bears a calm expression, and she is pictured with two arms. Her right hand displays the mudra of dispelling fear, and in her left she holds a winnowing basket. Her only companions are crows. Ma Dhumavati is an individual who has lived a full life and is now content to simply rest in a place of stillness. Her winnowing basket represents the power of discernment. In the course of individual spiritual evolution, we come to realize that certain aspects of our lives are no longer important. Hence, we are ready to discard these in favor of other priorities, like the husk is separated from the rice by the winds. Her crows, being scavengers, also convey the idea of the disillusion of ego attachments. In Nepali folklore, it was the crow who taught language to the first humans. She therefore represents those individuals who contribute to the world by sharing their knowledge gained through a lifetime of experiences. So Jema Dhumavati. And then our second wisdom goddess, Baglamukhi, the destroyer of ignorance. According to the legends of ages past, a huge storm came over Earth. So fierce was its power that it threatened to destroy the whole of creation. Fearing the unthinkable, all of the gods assembled and prayed to the mother goddess for salvation. The goddess Baglamukhi emerged from their devotion and calmed the storm, hence saving the world and its beings from destruction. The name Baglamukhi means crane-faced one, and may have evolved from some ancient bird goddess. Clay goddess figurines with bird faces have been discovered by archaeologists in the ruins of the Indus Valley civilization. This is one such image, and despite the fact that the face has suffered damage, you can still see the bird-like appearance. By the way, for Dhumavati, I think she's very appropriate for the fall season. This still sometimes hot here in Colorado, but also dry season where the leaves are falling. And so I've included on our altar some leaves from my maple tree. Anyway, back to Baglamukhi. She is depicted as a young woman with unbound hair who's clothed in a yellow sari. She seizes the demon of falsehoods by her tongue with her left hand, and holds a raised club in her right, with which she is about to slay the demon. Whether seated or standing, she, with her left leg, leads in the Vama position, which indicates banishment and disillusion. It's important to note that when the Divine Mother slays a demon, she's liberating it. Its energies are released from its afflicted form to be rechanneled into a more positive and constructive function. I'd like to refer to our painting of Dhamavati. So you notice here the demon of falsehood, is armed. He's got a sword and a shield, but he's not resisting. He's ready for that liberation. And in this illustration, he is also rising up from the ocean. And this ocean represents our unconscious psyche. So these false beliefs, these fears not based in reality that sometimes swell up from our unconscious being. And this is something that Baglamukhi helps us to address. Baglamukhi is known for her powers to turn everything into its opposite, such as speech into silence, ignorance into wisdom, insecurities into confidence, and defeat into victory. This Mahavidya represents the knowledge whereby each thing must in time become its opposite. Baglamukhi, hence, embodies the secret presence of the opposites within each thing that shall be dissolved back into the unborn and uncreated form. Baglamukhi is associated with both politics and the legal system. She therefore can be called upon for success in court cases and for wisdom in our leaders. She brings justice to a situation, and I like to imagine her club as being like a judge's gavel. This powerful goddess can also be called upon for the resolution of addictions and obsessions. There are many Baglamukhi temples in the Indian states of Himachal Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Nepal also has a large temple dedicated to the worship of Baglamukhi in the region of Patan, where my wife and I were lucky to visit in 2018. In a puja honoring Ma Baglamukhi, it is customary to honor yellow fruits and flowers in her honor. Ma Baglamukhi personifies that stage in our spiritual evolution where we recognize the falsehoods being expressed in our surrounding world and we develop the courage needed to challenge them. We also develop this same recognition within ourselves in order to transform those personal falsehoods into truth. Baglamukhi exists as an inspiration for those creating positive change through activism within the law, politics, and the creation of public policies. Jai Ma Baglamukhi. Jai Ma Baglamukhi. Jai Ma Baglamukhi Devi. So let's prepare for our puja. And by the way, we're going to be using two mantras for our puja, and also for we'll be using them a little bit with our reading from the Devi Argalastotram. And the Argalastotram comes from this scripture known as the Devi Mahamaya, also known as the Chandipat. This is my favorite translation of this scripture. This is the translation by Swami Satchidananda Sarasvati of Devi Mandir. And the Argalastotram talks about the Divine Mother's functions, especially those concerning the destruction and transformation of evil and misfortune and falsehood. Sometimes Devi Argalastotram is called the fountain of prayer to the goddess, but another translation is the praise that unfastens the bolt. And this is important because the Devi Mahatmya is a scripture that has a curse upon it. And that curse is, if you do sadhana with this scripture with the wrong intention, it's not going to work for you. So there are a number of opening prayers to this scripture. The Argalastotram is one of them. And I have to say, once you recite these different opening prayers, by the time you get to the main function, the main part of the scripture, the scriptures telling the different stories, you will certainly have an altered attitude. So this is my favorite scripture, by the way. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seated position where you can look upon the altar with a relaxed gaze. Once we go through the giving of offerings and the invocations, I'll recite the Argalastotram in its original Sanskrit. And then I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for some silent meditation while I reread the stotram in English. That way you get the vibrations of the original language and also its meaning as part of your meditation today. And I'll be doing that likewise with the scriptures that I'll be sharing tomorrow. So find that comfortable position. Let your back be straight so you can take full breaths. Maybe roll the shoulders back. You can be seated on the floor, on a cushion, straight back chair. If you're in a straight back chair, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. I invite you to put your hands, just let them rest comfortably on your knees. And let's begin by taking some deep breaths. Breathing away the cares and the tensions and the stresses of today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Just letting those go with each out breath. Breathing in increased relaxation and the desire to be in the present moment. Be here now, as Ram Dass would have said. And then focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. Connecting with that divine presence within, which is really what all this work is about. And again, I invite you to think about that personal issue that you might be working on and processing during these 9 days and 9 nights. And acknowledging that today is double puja as yet another step in that healing or that discovery of resolution. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. We're going to begin by chanting the syllable Om. And then the seed syllable for Dumavati, which is Dum. And then the seed syllable for Baglamukhi, which is Rim. So a deep inhale for Om. A deep inhale for Dum. And then inhale Rim. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavistam Tupiva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi Om Shuklam Bharadhanam Vishnum Sashivanam Shatubhijam Prasavanam Dayat Sava Vigno Pasantaye Jai Ganesha. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Ve Namah. Jai Guru. Om Triambakam Yajamaye Sagandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshyamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shivadatri Svasvada Namostute Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jayabhuti Taharani Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute Jai Ma Kali Jai Ma Dumavati Jai Ma Baglamukhi. So I invite you to join me in the chanting of our mantra, Om Dum Drim. Om Dum Drim Namah. 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 Om Dom Dream 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 Namah. Jema Dumavati. Jema Baglamukhi. Devi Argalastotram. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svaspada Namostute Madhukataba Vidrave Vidratu Vadre Nama Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Mahisashura Nirnasya Vidatri Vadre Nama Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Vanditham Griv Yoga Devi Devi Sobhagya Dayani Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Raktabija Vade Devi Chandamunda Vinashani Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Achintam Rupa Charate Sarvasatru Vinashani Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Natabaya Sarvada Bhaktichandake Pranatayame Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Suvadyo Bhakta Purvam Tvam Chandake Vadye Nashani Arupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Chandake Satyam Ye Tvamachanya Deya Bhaktita Arupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi De Sabagama Gyam De Devi Pranam Shukam Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Vidyade Vishvatamasam Vidyabala Muchangai Arupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Vide Devi Kalanam Vide Vipalam Sriyam Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Vidyavantam Yasvantam Lakshmivantam Janam Kuru Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Prachanda Dayata Bhakta Parne Chande Pranata Taga Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Chatabhuje Shatavaktra Samstute Parameshvari Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Kristana Samstute Devi Sawad Bhakchat Tvamambike Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Himchalastuta Nada Pujate Parameshvari Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Sura Sura Suratana Nigrasta Chanambika Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Indrane Pata Sadbhava Pujate Parameshvari Rupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Devi Prachantando Danda Dayata Dapavadinashani Arupam De Jayam De Yasho De Visho Jahi Devi Bhakchanam Tadhama dadmando dahe ambika. Rupam de jayam de yashode vishojahi. Pratnim majamam dei. Manovratano sadanim. Tadanim durga samsara. Sagarasya kalobhavam. Jema. 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 So I invite you now to close your eyes. You also have the option to do an open-eyed meditation focusing on one of these paintings, whichever one calls out to you. And again, let my words guide your consciousness to where it needs to go at this time. Devi Argalastotram, the praise that unfastens the bolt, the fountain prayer to the goddess. Salutations to you, who is Jayanti, Mangala, Kali, Bhadrakali, Kapalini, Shiva, Datri, Svaha, and Svada. O goddess, who killed Madhu and Kataba, drunkenness and stupidity, and who gave boons to Brahma, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, who killed Mahisashur, the buffalo demon, and who gave boons, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, killed the enemies. O goddess, who has feet, which is worshipped by the gods like Brahma, and the gods who give all luck, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, who killed Raktabija, the seeds of desire, O goddess, who killed Chanda and Munda, passion and anger, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, who has unbelievable looks and history, O goddess, who kills all enemies totally, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, for those who salute you, and to us who salute you now, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who cures all diseases, to those who sing your praises with devotion, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess Chandika, she who tears apart thought, to those who worship you with devotion, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, give us health and good luck, and also that happiness which is eternal. Give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, destroy all our enemies, give us great strength. Give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, give us all well-meaning things, give us great wealth. Give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, empower your devotees with education, fame, and wealth. Give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O Chandike, who destroyed the pride of the very powerful demons, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who has 4 hands, who is praised by Lord Brahma himself, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who is praised by Lord Krishna similarly, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who is worshipped by Lord Shiva, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who has feet before which demons and gods fall, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who is worshipped by the husband of Indrani with devotion, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who destroyed the ego of the great asuras, having huge arms and weapons. Give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess who gives salvation to your devotees, give the form, give the victory, give the glory, kill the enemies. O goddess, bless us with attractive spouses of like mind, who will help us cross this unfathomable sea of material life, and who will make our minds happy. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Om Dum Lurim Nama. 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 Jai Ma. Jai Tumavati. Jai Baglamukhi. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. I invite you now to bring the palms of your hands together again at your heart center. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Ma Devi. Jai Ma Kali. Jai Ma Dumavati. Jai Ma Baglamukhi. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. And slowly opening your eyes if they're closed, keeping a relaxed gaze. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so much for joining me today. And Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in right now. That would include Bryce, Jashkaran, and Ali, and anybody else who may watch the recording of this at a later time. Have a wonderful day ahead, and I look forward to you joining me at noon tomorrow when we'll honor the final two great wisdoms, Ma Matangi, Kali in the form of Sarasvati, and Ma Kamla, Kali in the form of Lakshmi. Till then, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, and thank you again.